Food Fight is made possible by the Oklahoma Natural Gas Energy Efficiency Rebate Program. You can find more inspiration in the kitchen at naturalgascooking.com.
Today we have the Union Redhawks and the Catoosa Indians. They have made their way to the semifinal round, and today they're facing off in the kitchen on RSU TV's Food Fight. Welcome to Food Fight, a high-stakes cooking competition for high school students. I'm your host, Anna Berry. Now, we have gotten into the semi-final round, and today we have Union and Catoosa facing off in the One Gas education and training area. They beat the challengers before, but who will win today's competition? Before they get cooking, let's meet our competitors. We've got the Union Redhawks, so let's meet our players. What's your name and what grade are you in?
Miguel, I'm a senior.
Okay.
Aleda, and I'm a senior.
Okay.
Ashton, and I'm a senior.
All right, how you feeling about being in the semifinal round?
Excited, pretty nervous.
Okay, those are all real feelings. Good luck, you guys. And these are the players from Catoosa. What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name's Tris and I'm a senior.
Cool.
Brooke, and I'm a senior.
Great.
Emily, and I'm a senior.
All right, how you feeling? You made it to the semifinal round.
I'm really excited.
Okay, all right, well, let's let the games begin. As the teams load up their carts with all the ingredients, let's take a look at today's challenge. The chefs will be cooking up a meal of pan-fried steaks, along with side dishes of buttery and salted mashed potatoes, and an arugula and tomato salad. Now that we're in the semifinals, the dessert challenge comes with a twist. Both teams have their same list of ingredients to choose from that they had before, but they have to create something new. That means they have to combine at least 5 of these ingredients into one dish, but they can't use the same 5 they used last time. At least 2 ingredients have to be new. The time has elapsed for each team to load their carts, so now they're moving into position for the competition. All right, both teams are prepped and ready to go for the semifinal round. They have 1 hour to make 1 entree and 1 dessert. Catoosa, you ready?
Yes.
Union, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let the games begin. Roll the clock.
Miguel,
Yeah.
is this yours?
Yeah, I need that Worcestershire sauce.
Perfect.
Do you know how to cook potatoes? 'Cause
Yeah,
I know how to.
I think so.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't have space.
Now that the teams are underway, let's check in with the judges of today's competition, starting with a familiar face. Let's meet our judge. We have Frank Mitchell. Great to see you again, Frank.
Yeah, always a pleasure to be here. I love this free food.
Yeah, free food.
Yeah.
I'm sure our audience knows you, but if not, tell them about yourself.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I used to be on K2L Channel 8, chief meteorologist from 91 to 2012.
Okay.
So it's been over 10 years now, and now I'm a financial advisor with my own firm.
So this is your second year to be a judge.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your experience last year.
Last year, I can't remember if it was the first episode or not, but it was pretty crazy. You guys have definitely have it down this year. But it was a lot of fun. You know, I felt for the kids because, you know, they're on, not only are they cooking, but they're on camera and they're in a contest. That's got to be pretty hard.
It is,
Yeah.
but it's such a good learning experience for
Absolutely.
them. Now, as a judge, what are you looking for this year?
You know, what I found last year, there was either too much of something or not enough of something. That's what I found out last year. Either it was over-seasoned or not enough. So I just like that balance, you know, where, well, I guess in terms of like if I ordered this at the restaurant, is this how I want it to come?
Now, how do you incorporate your Italiano heritage into being a judge? I see you got the horn.
That's right, I do have my Italian horn. You know, food for Italians is so humongous. They make you eat when you're not even hungry. Okay? So, you know, it is very, very important. I still believe, like you said earlier, my meatballs are my specialty. I think that it's more than just sitting there eating and filling your stomach. It's an entire experience.
And this is our judge, Chef Taylor Latouche. Nice to see you again, Taylor.
You too, Anna.
All right, what was it like this year? I know you were a previous judge on another show. What was it like that day?
Well, the day it's the same. It was wonderful energy, being around all these great kids, and I really enjoy it. The food industry's in my heart, so I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Well, how are you going to approach this semifinal round differently as a judge today?
Well, definitely pay attention. These look like pros, like definitely polished. Their coats match. So finding those competitive edges is what I'm going to look at to see who has it and who doesn't. It'll be a closer fight. I can tell they're really working over there.
I love that you mentioned their coats. I've never thought about that.
Oh,
that
man.
matters, right?
It matters. Look, they're matching. They're matching aprons. I mean, that means pride in your presentation, how you look as a chef.
Yeah.
Very important.
Good point. I like that. You always come nice with your chef coats and.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love chef coats. They're comfortable and they're utility, right? You have to feel good. You're doing a lot of movement. So.
Good point. I think I want to try one on.
Let me get you a chef coat, Anna.
All right, here's our lead judge. We have Chef Taylor. Now, I hear that steak is on the menu today.
You heard correctly.
Wow.
Yes. I do think that it's a good measure of skill when you cook a steak correctly. So that's what I wanted to encapsulate in today's cooking competition is the extra challenge of getting a steak just right to the right temperature.
Now, that is different for every palate. There are those out there who like a rare or medium rare, and then there are strange weirdos like myself who like a well-done steak. So how do you handle that when it comes to what are they going to prepare? What temperature?
I have determined in advance that they're going to go for a medium rare. So it may not be for everybody's taste. I will accept up to a medium, but for this ribeye, which is actually my favorite cut of steak, we're going to go with a medium rare.
Okay.
We'll see if they can do that.
Now, how did the kids react when you told them they are going to make steak?
They seemed pretty chill about it. I mean, it's very approachable as an idea because we all grew up with a grilling night, you know?
Yeah.
So it definitely isn't a new idea, but it takes a new level of respect for how much work it comes into monitoring the steak and presenting it in a way that exemplifies its best qualities.
Well, we in Oklahoma, we love our beef and we love our grilling. So let's see how these kids do. It'll be a great skill set to learn.
Yes.
Minutes left? Only 30 minutes. All right, let's meet our coach for Union, Zaira. And Zaira, last year you actually participated in our show. What's it like being a coach?
It's weird. I feel out of place.
How did you get to this place?
Well, I am filling in for Chef Mike, who wasn't able to make it today, so I kind of automatically had to step up and go into the coaching position based off of my experience from last year in the competition, but that's really it.
Well, tell me a little bit about your culinary class at Union.
Well, it's a internship that basically it's part of our Career Connect program that we have at our school, so it counts as an internship, but also your 2 electives, and it basically is just preparing people who might consider taking culinary as a, who wants to make a living off of it, and to give them experience in maybe the certifications and stuff that they need in order to be work ready, basically.
Okay, wonderful. Well, how did you coach your team coming in today?
Really, it was just trying to calm their nerves, especially after getting the recipe and realizing that it wasn't something that we worked with a lot. So it was really just letting them know that if they overthink, that it's just going to make them 100% more nervous when it's time to actually cook.
So how did you inspire them?
Encouragement.
Okay.
I mean, just, I'm nervous too for them, so there wasn't much I could do besides just really just pushing them along.
Awesome. Well, we're glad you're here filling in for Chef Mike. Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
And
Thank
good
you.
luck, Union. All right, this is our coach for Catoosa. Shelly, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. We are so excited.
It was so fun, right?
It was. They had the best time. They talked all the way home.
What'd they
last
say?
night. What they want to do next time. They planned strategies. They got together today before we left and just wrote notes, planned everything out. So I'm so proud of them.
As a coach, what do you think they learned? What was their takeaway?
Teamwork, making sure they followed everything on the the recipe and the directions, and slow down a little bit.
Slowing
Just
down.
kind of slow down and make sure you're doing it right.
Great experience
yeah.
for any kid that age
Oh,
to learn to
yes.
slow down. Wonderful.
Yes.
Now, how did you prepare them and encourage them for today's semifinal round?
Well, we talked, like I said, they talked, we talked on the way home last night, we talked this morning, just, pep talks, and you guys got this, you've planned this out. Whatever they throw at you, you just do it.
Now, how do they feel about the recipe?
They seemed fine with it because they were thinking, do you think we'll ever get to cook steak? And today is steak, so they were excited.
Oh, you did?
Oh, wow. That's good, Brooke. That's real good.
That's some good steak.
I wouldn't be disappointed in that at all.
Okay, perfect. Well,
Yes.
thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for having
good luck,
us.
Catoosa.
Thank you.
All right, 15 minutes left. That's all. 15 minutes. Now, what would it mean to you if you won this tournament?
It would mean a lot. It would be a big accomplishment for me.
And how do you want to pursue the culinary arts in your future?
I would just like to be able to cook something for my family, and my grandma's always been big on cooking, so I'd like to impress her.
What would it mean to you if you did progress or if you did win this competition?
It would be something good. I feel like
It would. It would. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What would it mean advancing to the final round? What would that mean to you?
It would mean being able to help pay for my college books, which is probably wasn't what I'm going to struggle with the most, is being able to get all those books throughout college.
And what would it mean to you if you win the competition?
It'll be really nice. I think it's a blessing, like anything. I don't know what else to say.
All right. All right. Great job. Good luck.
Thank you.
What would it mean to you if you won this competition?
It would mean a lot. It would mean a lot to my family, then my future family.
Awesome. Teams, y'all got 10 minutes left, only 10 minutes. Hear thee. 5 minutes left, just 5 minutes. there's 1 minute left. In 1 minute, put everything down. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Put everything down. It is time to present to the judges. Catoosa has been selected to present their meal to the judges first.
What'd you do here?
For the salad, we added tomatoes, and for presentation reasons, we put the tomatoes on top, like Parmesan.
With the potatoes, with the mashed potatoes, it's how I make my potatoes are usually really creamy, so we added a little bit extra butter and cream to make it a little bit more creamy, a little bit more just creamy. Yeah.
All right. All right.
And then I made the steak, and I put the the garlic on top, the garlic and the onion on top. And then for the dessert, it's a chocolate mousse with whipped cream and banana nuts, chocolate chips on top.
Fantastic. Well said.
Thinking out of the box. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, this is Emily from Catoosa. How do you think you did, Emily?
I think we did pretty good. A lot of teamwork and a lot of just working together.
And how familiar are you with cooking steak?
Not very familiar at all. I didn't really focus on the steak. I just helped in what I could help her with, so just seasoning it. I don't really know anything about cooking or what temperature it should be, but I tried to do what I could do.
Did you learn something new about cooking from cooking with a steak? What did you learn?
Not to cook it too long and not to cook it too little.
I know,
and that
right?
medium rare always tastes better.
Yeah, okay, you like a medium rare. All right, and which dish were you in charge of?
Well, it wasn't that I was really in charge of anything. We all helped each other in what we could, but I focused mainly on the salad.
Okay, what salad did you make?
It was a Parmesan salad, Parmesan tomato salad.
Was there any point in this competition when you felt worried or like something was going wrong?
I mean, not really. I would get scared just because there's a lot of cameras and we're cooking, and that's nerve-wracking. But I would just tell everyone and myself, just calm down. We got this. We can fix it. It's an easy fix.
Right. Pressure's on in the kitchen.
I know. It's
Always.
scary.
And this is Brooke from Catoosa. Brooke, how do you think you did?
I think we did very well, actually.
Good. What dish were you in charge of?
I did the steak and I did the dessert.
Are you familiar with cooking a steak?
Yeah, my dad, he's really big into hunting, so I help him sometimes, or I watch him.
Did you learn anything new about cooking today that you didn't know before?
Just a lot of teamwork, just trying to work together, figure everything out, and make it very organized.
Was there ever a moment in the competition where you were really stressed or really worried about something?
A little bit yesterday, but today it was not so much, but I did cook the steak a little bit longer than we wanted to, so that was really stressful.
All right, this is Chris from Catoosa. Chris, how do you think you did today?
I think we did really well today. We worked really great together as a team today, and that does a lot into working in the kitchen.
Was there any point in the competition today where you were worried, stressed out?
When we first started the competition, we realized that we didn't have a potato peeler, so I started having to peel them with a knife very carefully. It worked out in the end, and I think our potatoes came out really great.
How did you feel about the steak?
The steak was really good. When I first saw it was on the menu, I was a little worried, but it came out perfectly.
All right, so Catoosa, I thought overall did really well. I thought the dressing was fantastic, and I loved the creativity on the dessert with the banana in the mousse. The potatoes were a little chunky and slightly underdone. At least that's the way it felt to me, and I could have used a little bit rare steak. Otherwise, overall, good work.
We're seeing Catoosa yet again. I have some good points. I got some not so good points. Of course. So I did enjoy seeing them work together. I think that their teamwork was evident, that they were comfortable working alongside one another. Their steak was seasoned great. I will second Frank's opinion. It could have been a little bit less cooked. We were going for a medium rare, and it was more of a medium well. So, flavors were awesome. Thinking outside the box for the mousse, I was very impressed.
Right, Catoosa. I really enjoyed the meal. It was very tasty overall. There are some really good points that I'll say. First, I loved the taste of that dessert. Very creative. The mousse was smooth. I love the banana. I ate the whole cup. Then I really liked the seasoning on the steak. Like Chef Taylor said, it was very seasoned. I went back for second bites. I liked the garlic on there. I liked the little parsley pieces that you put on there for decoration. Overall, a really nice plate. I did agree that the steak was overcooked, but the end and the potatoes, a little bit of an execution error there. It could have been a little creamier, a little smoother, but still flavorful. So good job, Catoosa.
All right, now it's time for Union to present their plates to the judges.
Oh my, nice. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at you guys. Now what did you do today?
We made a pan-fried steak with mashed potatoes and arugula and tomato salad.
Alrighty.
And I made a chocolate whipped cream with a chocolate ganache on top and bananas inside.
So good. Looks great, guys. Fantastic. Looks so good.
What did you do? I made the mashed potatoes and the salad.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right, this is Aleda with Union. Aleda, tell me, how'd you do today?
I think we did pretty good.
I saw the chefs were pretty impressed with that dessert. It was beautiful. Tell me about it.
Well, I just made a chocolate whipped cream with a chocolate ganache on top and some banana on the inside.
It looked impressive. Did you get a chance to try it?
I tasted the chocolate ganache and the chocolate whipped cream, but I didn't taste it all together.
Is that more your specialty, pastries, or are you like to be both?
I like to cook both.
Okay. Well, were you stressed out or were you guys relaxed? Because you've done it a few times. How were you feeling?
A little nervous at first when we first started, but we got it at the end.
Was there ever a point where you felt like something's going wrong or a little worried?
No, I'd say like when I was tasting the mashed potatoes, I just didn't know if it needed more salt or if it needed more pepper, but I think we got the hang of it at the end.
And this is Miguel from Union. Miguel, how do you think you did?
I think we did pretty well. With everything in total, we divided up the work equally and worked well together.
What were you focusing on?
I was focusing on the main part, the steak.
Okay. Is that something that you and your family cook a lot, or is that new for you to do a steak?
I wouldn't say I've done it quite a bit, but I would say it's more on the newer side. I've only done it a few times.
Well, what was the moment that you felt the most fearful, or was there anything in the
I feel like when you
hour?
first cook the steak, you don't want to undercook it or overcook it. Well,
Right. Do you like it medium rare, or you like?
I'd say more towards medium rare side.
Okay. All right. And tell me about the hour. You had an hour. You finished under an hour. Was there a moment in between that time that you felt a little nervous, or you felt worried about something?
I just felt as like I didn't want to just stand there, like look around what I needed to help with around.
And this is Ashton with Union. Ashton, how'd you do today?
I think we did pretty good, honestly. I'm pretty confident that we'll win.
And which dish were you working on?
I was with the mashed potatoes and the salad.
All right. Do you like smooth mashed potatoes, or do you keep them a little chunky?
Personally, I like mine a little chunky, but I made sure they were smooth today.
Okay. All right. And was there a moment during the time where you were worried, stressed, something was going wrong?
No, not really. I was just trying to make sure that the steak was cooked fully, make sure my teammates had that, and that was pretty much it. I think we did pretty good. So.
Well, Union cooked like a union. They really good teamwork, a lot of communication. I really like that. Trying the dishes as they were going along, making sure they tasted good. Definitely really good job on the steak, the way I like it, medium rare. Love the potatoes, nice and creamy. Maybe just a little bit bland on the dressing, but that's because I like a lot of seasoning. And then the dessert was amazing, the way they were able to come up with just the way they prepared it. But overall, I thought they were a good team and pretty happy with the meal.
I actually have a lot of beautiful things to say about Union. They were a little bit on the quiet side. Their food could have been a little bit more seasoned, I'm gonna say. The potatoes were a little bland. Textures were amazing. They were amazing. Fluffy potatoes, perfectly cooked steak, great texture on the salad. I was blown away by the presentation of the dessert. It was beautiful. I love looking at it. I was so impressed. Thank you.
Okay, Union. I agree with Chef Taylor. That dessert was stunning. Your presentation was stunning. I saw some real successful execution with your team and how cohesive you were. Your uniforms, your hats, I mean, stylish. I definitely appreciated the communication of what you created. My only feedback was it was a little bland. Overall, the entire plate, I was searching for the salt. But good job, beautiful display. Thank you so much.
With both delicious meals thoroughly tasted, one by one, each judge finished writing in their scores, and then I was handed the very close results. All right, the judges have tallied up their scores, and this was a very close call this semifinal round. The winner is Union. So Union will advance to our championship. Great job, both teams. You guys did so good. So you got to stay tuned. Watch our championship coming up. This is Food Fight only on RSU TV.
Food Fight is made possible by the Oklahoma Natural Gas Energy Efficiency Rebate Program. You can find more inspiration in the kitchen at naturalgascooking.com.